everyone. My name is Danesha Williams.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Eboni, and we are the founders of Let's Talk About
If it's
It.
your first time,
Welcome.
and if not, let's talk about it.
We got questions, but let's get into it. We're jumping right into it.
To avoid labels because they don't want to be tied down or because they don't want accountability.
I think, honestly, it just depends on that person and what they really want. Okay, so I'm going to be a little biased because I'm a girl's girl.
Please.
Okay? I feel as though a lot of men don't want that accountability. So I think men don't put a lot of labels or ties on things because of, not wanting to commit, wanting to take accountability of, okay, you told me this on our first date that you want a wife and you looking for this, but then you taking 3-4 years to really commit to me.
Right.
So I think it depends on the person, but again, I'm biased, and I think men don't like the labels and ties because of that. But I do say, I do see nowadays that a lot of people are taking dating a little more seriously, at least in our age range. But also, it just goes back to being exposed, like social media. Like, people are not working hard enough to take their relationship seriously, and that's why relationships don't last. So It's just like people are easy with, we ain't gotta have no labels and none of that, and I feel like somebody at the short end of the stick when you don't have no label or title.
That doesn't sound promising at all, but I would say definitely intentions. And I feel like a lot of people are real comfortable with just, whatever they can offer me, that bill. And I feel like what you allow is what ultimately you'll receive. And I feel like in both sides of the party, men and women, I feel like there's a lot of compromising of who they really want, who they really are, whatever, just to say I'm with somebody or this person takes interest in me. I just feel like if to that, just at the dating pool as a whole, like, don't let nobody waste your time and don't waste nobody else's time. Bottom line.
Why is it so hard to communicate your needs without feeling like you're asking for too much? This deserves some wine.
That definitely does deserve some wine. I think it also comes down to the dynamics of the relationship, partnership, whatever we call it these days, situationships. I feel like people just are afraid to communicate. I think people are so afraid to communicate. It's so weird because you would think it's so easy to communicate, but it's like I could talk to you about whatever, my girlfriend, whatever, but then I get with my man, it's like I can't communicate with him. Like, why is that?
And I think too, because I've experienced it.
Yeah.
When you are trying to communicate and express yourself, and the person that you're communicating to is not being receptive, or what you're saying, they're taking it as an attack.
Right.
That will lessen your vulnerability to be open and to open up your communication levels. So again, you have to work on that with your partner,
right,
or even a friendship. So I think therapy is a great tool to have someone that's not biased, that can, unfortunately, some people have to hear it from somebody else.
Definitely.
To receive it. Because I've noticed that with my own husband and myself in certain situations. Like, sometimes he says something that just goes through one ear, and then like somebody else will say it, and then it'll click.
Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And the same thing for him, because he say it all the time. He's like, I just said that, and da 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 da. Or I'll tell him, vice versa. So I feel as though you have to open up that line of communication and vulnerability to make sure that you're communicating effectively.
Right.
And like you said, people are not communicating no more. But I think it's just a lack of accountability. It's a lack of fear of how they're going to receive this.
Right. Too much about what the other person might think about it versus how it feels for you. Like, shoot, if I was being hurt in some capacity, I would want to express that to the next person.
That's it. That's all. Let down your hair.
Tune in for the latest conversations.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.